Hey guys, welcome to today's video. My name is Linds, and today we're going to be doing a Valentine's Day makeup look, and at the same time we'll be trying some new beauty products I got in the mail recently. Some from YSL. Beauty has this new mascara everyone's talking about, and then my favorite beauty brand is called One Day Beauty Co. They're based in Toronto, and they're a small business, and they're just awesome, and they sent some gorgeous new items to try, including a big bold red lip, which I thought would be so pretty for Valentine's Day. So the idea is to do like a very romantic Valentine's Day makeup look. I have this white dress on that's puffy and very romantic style itself, and then I just have my hair slicked back in a bun with these little pearl dainty earrings, and I think I just want the makeup to talk for itself. So yeah, let's get into it. Before we get started, I just want to send a gentle reminder to subscribe to my channel. I talk everything fashion, hair, and skincare, both on YouTube and on Instagram. And if you are on Instagram as well, my handle I'll leave right here. I'd love to have you over here. So first product we're going to try today is by YSL. This is their Touche Eclat Longwear Glow Breathable Medium Coverage All Day Hydration Foundation, and they sent me over the shade B20 in Ivory. Okay, so I'm just gonna do like 2 or 3 pumps, and I just did a ton of skincare, so ooh, it's quite warm toned, but it feels really nice on my skin. No cakiness at all. So for me, when it comes to foundation, I really like to find like my actual color. I don't self-tan or anything. So like I'm very fair. So usually my foundations are very fair. So considering this is ivory, it's actually a little bit dark, if you can tell. So I'm gonna have to bring this onto my neck a bit. But otherwise, like, the product a little bit goes a long way for sure. And it feels honestly amazing on my skin. It's so light, which is huge bonus points for me. Okay, now that it's on, I love it. This is so pretty. It made my skin tone very even. It's glowy. It's light. Like this is, I'm gonna say like this is one of the nicer like light. This is probably, yeah, this is definitely one of the nicest foundations that I've put on my skin. Like it feels like I didn't even put makeup on. I am into it. Look how nice that looks now. Wow. Next is gonna be concealer. At the moment I don't have anything new, so I'm just gonna use my favorite at the moment, which is the Dermablend Cover Care Coverage Concealer. It is phenomenal. It blends into your skin so nice, and it doesn't crease, and I love the applicator. It's like huge. For this big guy, I really like a cream concealer over top of blemishes, and I'll show you guys how I cover a crusty bad blemish like that. I just use a cream concealer. This one is the Marc Jacobs cream concealer. I'm not entirely sure what it's called, but of course I'll link it. Great. So I can start blending the Dermablend right away, but I really like to leave the pimples to dry a little bit. And for my eyes, I really just like to use my fingers. Just dab it in lightly. I just find it blends nicer than a sponge. Pat, pat, pat. Don't sleep on this concealer, seriously. It is too good. Voila. I'm still gonna leave this for a little bit because I really like the cream concealer to really get in there. Okay, so next is powder. I also don't have a new powder, so I'm gonna be using my favorite, which is another Dermablend product, and this is just their loose setting powder. It's translucent. I just take like a very small amount because I like my skin really like hydrated and glowy, so I don't overdo it on the powder. And I really just put it under my eyes, over my eyelid a bit, put it onto my cheek a little bit, And then again, same thing, just a little bit under the eye, just to lock in the concealer. And then I take just a tiny bit and bring it onto my forehead, because as you can see, I have a massive shiny forehead. Just gets rid of a bit of that shine. There we go. So before I put any powder on my chin, I'm just gonna go back in and finally deal with our friend. So I usually just take a smaller brush and just kind of buff out around. And then dab it a bit too. I'm just gonna take the little brush again and just put some powder on it and put it right over top. And then we're going back in with the big guy and going over my chin, because my chin certainly does get greasy. There we go. That is how I cover the big blemishes. Next is brows, and I like a really subtle brow. I don't use a brow pencil or anything at the moment. I've just been using brow soap, and this is by a local company in Vancouver called Beauty Cosmetics. And yeah, I like subtle makeup, subtle features, so I don't like a super bold brow. So basically you just take your little spoolie and put it into the soap, and I just like that really fluffy, subtle brow look. So you're just gonna brush up the hairs, and this soap really does keep your brows in place all day or all night. And it's like 20 bucks. Just gives them a little lift. And then you can get that fluffy brow look. Next, I'm gonna do cheeks and bronzer. We're gonna start with bronzer. I just use Hoola. But I really want to find a new bronzer. So if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments. So I'm just taking the angled brush and adding some to my cheekbone and onto my jaw a little bit too, and on my neck. And just take a bigger brush to blend. Okay, so that is bronzer. And then for blush, honestly lately I've been loving this Pixie palette, and I've just been using 2 of the different blushes. Blush is my favorite makeup. I don't feel like I'm alive until I have rosy cheeks. So I just use this little brush and add it to the apples of my cheeks. I've been seeing some really cool videos where people are putting blush like up here. And I tried it, but it just doesn't look good on me because I'm like, I have such big cheeks. But yeah, just kind of put it there. And then sometimes I also just, and I know this is like a lot of blush, but that's how I like it. Okay, another new product. So this one is by that One Day Beauty Co. I was talking about, and I've actually never tried this product. I'm very excited, and it's like a highlighter. It's like a skin dew. I'm sorry, I forget what the product is called. But it's this beautiful, like shiny highlight. I think this is a super multi-use product, but I'm gonna use it as a highlighter. But honestly, I think it'd be really pretty as an eyeshadow too. But because we're doing a bold red lip, I really wanna keep it quite simple on the eye. So for today, I'm just gonna use it as a highlighter. It looks quite pigmented, and her products are always very high quality. So I'm just gonna take like the tiniest bit on my finger. Here. I want to put a bit on my nose. Ooh. Corinne. She's the founder. Oh! Look how pretty. It's so subtle. Obsessed. Okay, so for eyes, I'm gonna keep it really simple. We're gonna do a winged eyeliner, but smoked out a little bit. I'm going in with another Pixie palette, and it's all in the brown tones. Rather than black, I'm doing brown because the lip's gonna be so bold. So I'm gonna start with just like a matte brown. So I'm just gonna go in on the lash with some brown. And kind of just like dab at first, because we're gonna buff it out. And I'm really using the angle on this brush to make that flick, and we'll just define it afterwards. And I'm also gonna bring a little bit onto the bottom lash as well. And I bring it all the way to the inner corner. So when you're done that, you're just gonna take a larger brush and buff it out a bit. For this lighter brown, we're gonna go over with a darker brown, but for this lighter brown, you really wanna buff it out because it's gonna make that smoked look, whereas the darker brown we're going in with next is gonna make it more of a precise liner. So now the hard part. We're gonna go in with a darker brown. I'm gonna go in with this one here. It's like an espresso dark brown color. And with this, you have to be quite precise with the brush, just so that you don't have to redo anything. Oh, and for the dark brown, I also only go from like middle of my eye out and middle of my eye out here, and just only a tiny bit on the inner corner on the bottom, so I don't go all the way around with this color. And I really don't add any extra onto the brush when I go to do the bottom lashes. I just take whatever's left on the brush. All right. And then you're gonna go back in with that brush, especially on the bottom lashes, really smoke it out. And then for the top, just be gentle, but do your best to keep the lines crisp. And smoking it out just makes it a little bit more subtle, especially when you go to put on your mascara. And then before mascara, I'm just gonna take some concealer and really sharpen up the wing of the eyeliner. Alright, so for mascara, we're trying a new mascara by Beauty. It's called Upswing Full Volume Mascara. I've seen so many influencers that I follow try it and rave about it. Apparently the applicator, like the brush on it, is amazing. It's very thick, thick. All right, Bite Beauty, let's see what you got. Okay, so this is the applicator. Ooh, it definitely spreads out your lashes really well. I definitely am impressed. Look at that. I really like how it fans out your lashes. It's definitely not the most lengthening mascara I've ever tried, but let's see what happens after a few more coats. Sometimes that's the trick. All right, honestly, verdict, they are pretty long. Definitely not the most lengthening mascara, but I love how it fans out your lashes. Very pretty. And I'm just gonna put a smidge on the bottom. My eyes are popping, that's for sure. Let's do lips. All right, guys, this is the moment of truth, the big, bold red lip I want for Valentine's Day. And I have this set of lippies by One Day Beauty. I've tried the red sparkly one, and it's so cute on its own. And I honestly think I'll be so obsessed with the clear one. I love a gloss. I love a gloss lip. I really, really, really do. This looks so bright. I usually go for deeper reds personally, but I just love their products so much, so I'm really, really excited to try. Oh, it's kind of like a gloss too. For some reason I thought it was gonna be like matte. Oh, maybe it is. What is happening? I can't tell if this is like a lip oil or a lip gloss. It's a gloss. Oh, I love that. I've never had a gloss this pigmented. I love gloss so much. She picked the right girl sending this to. Woo! That is a bold red lip. I am obsessed with this lip. My teeth look white too. Alright guys, that completes our subtle romantic Valentine's Day makeup. I am so obsessed with this lip. The eye ended up being a little heavier than I envisioned, but I still like it. And again, I wanted all the makeup to do the talking since my outfit is so simple. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I highly suggest you check out the products below. I guess all of them were winners today. Usually there's at least one that I'm like, But I would say my #1 favorite was the YSL foundation. Was pleasantly surprised how light it is. Again, I still feel like there's barely anything on my face. And the lipstick, the lip gloss, it is so beautiful. Look at it. Obsessed. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great Valentine's Day, whether you're spending it alone or with a special someone. And we will see you guys next time. Bye.